Hello, Digi-Destins. This is Kyle D, better known as Ridemyavatar, and today we have a contest winner. The polls are in, and purple seems to be taking the lead. So we're making 5 amazing purple decks that you have to play in this meta to probably be really excited for. There are multiple ways to ever play a deck in this game, and sometimes people are so blindsided by the one because it's the only deck they think is the best, but sometimes there are other decks that are just as equally as good, but they don't play as well as the main version, but they're still good in the right pilot's hand. So remember guys, the right pilot can pilot these decks. So let's dive right in. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, and let's see what happens. First off, our main Digitama is Demimera, triggering draw 1, then trash 1 card from your hand. Again, on deletion is really nice. It's perfect. It's because we're going to be sacking it a lot to ChoasGallentmon. And then we have one Digimon that we're not going to really want to use up because it's going to sit underneath our ChoasGallentmon. So what's really nice about ChoasGallentmon is this effect. When Digivolving, you may delete one of your other Digimon to delete one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon. Kill a blocker, kill a ultimate. That is the goal when you're digivolving this thing. You want to kill those two because a blocker is going to be too threatening to you, and a ultimate is sometimes just way too good not to let it sit there. So once per turn, when one of your other Digimon is deleted, you may play one purple level 3 card from your trash without playing its memory cost. Digimon played by this effect do not activate their on-play effects. Really nice. Again, that's why we're not playing Digimon that have on-play effects. We're playing Digimon that have on-deletion effects. Again, the other backup mega that we play is when Digivolving Megidramon is when Digivolving trash the top 5 of both players' decks. Again, this is really nice because being able to mill out our opponent is another viable strategy because, again, we can lower their resources down pretty quickly and they're kind of screwed. So what's also really nice is on deletion, if you have a Tamer in play, you may play a level 6 Digimon with Gallentmon in its name from your hand or trash without paying its memory cost. So really nice to be able to replace itself when it's deleted, because then we can get 2 Gallentmons out or anything like that, or when it's just deleted because of it happening, we can then set up our Zerwarts and stuff like that, or our Zerwart defeat. Again, really powerful plays that people will overlook. Again, this is why this deck is so well, because it recycles all its lost momentum. It doesn't have a moment where it doesn't gain something from its loss. So now let's go over the rookies. Demi, it could be Candlemon, it doesn't matter, whatever 2-drop you want to. Then we have Gobblemon, trigger draw 2, then trash 1 card from your hand. Again, being able to draw on this deck will help get us to our combo pieces a lot quicker. Then we have Tapirmon for on deletion, draw a card. Again, really nice to be able to draw a card. We play one Guzimon to prevent lilthmon loops, and it is such a big target in a lot of decks because blue hates this card, yellow hates this card. Anything that makes it so they can't gain memory, even purple hates this card. So it's a big threat to take care of. Next, we have Tsurimon for when destroyed on deletion, gain +1 memory. So again, being able to gain us 1 memory is super important because, again, we're going to be stacking our stuff anyway, so why not plus off of it? So again, it'll prolong our turns. It's like this is why it's similar to the Lilthmon loop almost, because we're using Digimon that gain us memory, but again, it's not the same. It lets us stall out the turn and we don't give the opponent too much memory. Next, we have Guillemon. So on deletion, if this card was deleted by an effect, gain 1 memory. Again, it does, by the way, answering for anybody that is going to play this deck, on deletion Guillemon is the only card that it's on deletion doesn't activate if the minus DP is triggered, because it's not deleting by effect, it's deleting by game mechanics. So that's just a heads up. Next, we have Digimon. On deletion, gain +1 memory. So again, that's why I'm talking about it. Gain memory, gain memory, gain memory. We have 3, 6, 8 targets that will gain us memory on their destruction. Next, we play 4 Meramon. because Meramon's a 1-cost evolution to turbo into Galentmon. Next, we have Devimon for being a blocker. 1 cost, again, is super nice. Next, we have Ridemyavatar. So when Digivolving, draw 2, then trash 2 cards from our hand. We're trying to cycle in cards. We're trying to, after a certain point where you can Digivolve into Galentmon, and you have multiple extras, toss a Galentmon in there. Because again, Digimon will grab it for us. So that's why we want that. Next, we have Black War Growlmon. So Digiburst 3, play a purple level 3 Digimon. He kind of sets up ChoasGallentmon. Because of the fact is, he'll Digiverse, grab you the rookie, and then you can sack it to Galentmon. It does a lot of stuff, let's be honest. It just does so much just to set up this. And it's like a 2-card combo. Again, ChoasGallentmon we already talked about. Digimon we talked about. Again, Omnimon Zawart is really nice. Trash the top 3 cards of your deck, then you may play up to 2 black purple Digimon that have a play cost 8 or less from your trash without paying their memory cost. When attacking, return 1 level 6 Digimon card from this Digi-Evolution to hand to delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon that has a play cost 12 or less. So again, we're trying to kill Lord Nightmon with Zawart. Next, Omnimon Zawart defeat. Security, this attacking Digimon does not battle this security Digimon. Play this card without paying its memory cost. A way of cheating in this card is really nice. On deletion, delete one of your opponent's Digimon, and then when you decide to ever Digivolve into this thing, delete one of your opponent's Tamers. So again, if we lose Zawart, they lose a Mon. If we Digivolve into this thing, we kill their Tamer. It's plain and simple. Kill off the TK, then we can prevent them from doing all their shenanigans. Next, we have Demonic Devastation. So you may delete one of your Digimon to unsuspend one of your purple Digimon. So we're going to unsuspend ChoasGallentmon to swing again. So you may play 1 level 3. Again, it has Night Raid's effect. So you may play 1 level 3 purple Digimon card from your trash without paying its memory cost. Any on-play effects on this Digimon played with this effect does not activate. So really nice being able to fill a board if it ever reveals in security. Then we have this Earthshaker. Delete one of your opponent's unsuspended level 4 Digimon and one of your opponent's level 5 unsuspended Digimon. Really nice because if they're going for Rookie Rush or they are trying to kill us, not Rookie Rush, sorry. If they're trying to kill us by normal means, this helps prevent and alleviate that issue. So again, being able to kill a 4 and a 5 is really nice. Even having to hard cast this is really nice because now they're set back. Next, we do play our Matt Ishida because Matt Ishida is still fantastic of a card. So guys, definitely what do you think of this deck? Let me know down in the comments. Next, let's talk about Plutomon. Plutomon is very interesting in this set. It gains such an advantage because again, it has Hell's Gate and Earthshaker in the deck. Again, most people are going to underrate this deck and not think this deck is pretty good. It's actually fantastic. So first off, let's talk about it. Demimera is in here for the triggering on deletion, draw a card, trash a card filter at its finest. Then we have Digimon again. So when another one of your Digimon, just to gain power to help our Mons swing into security stacks without having to worry about it. Devimon's in here for Devies. Gawamon's triggering draw 2, then trash 1 card from your hand. That's really nice because drawing plussing 2 and then trashing 1 is never bad. It's a graceful charity almost, I would say. So great. Candlemon is still fantastic. Candlemon's Candlemon. Next is to Shurimon, gain 1 memory. Again, we're going to be deleting it to some effects just to help us restand or just because it gets deleted. Again, helps us keep it our turn. Then we have Vilemon for Vilemon blocking reasons. We play 4 Meramons because Meramon is such a good card being a 1-cost evolution, especially with Devimon being a 1-cost evolution blocker. Then we have Skull Meramon because 2-cost evolution is still fantastic. Lady Devimon is when Digivolving, trigger draw 2, then trash 2 cards from your hand. Then once per turn, you may use an option card, delete one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon. Being able to delete our opponent's rookies is super important. Next, we do have lilthmon. When Digivolving, if you have 10 or more cards in your trash, return 2 purple option cards from your trash to your hand. Once per turn, if you have if you play an option card, plus 2 memory. Again, This is where like we kind of make a pseudo lilthmon loop with the Jack raids, because then we can discard 2 Jack raids, then do all the shenanigans. Plutomon lilthmon loop, basically. Plutomon is draw 2 when digivolving. Then if you have 2, you may use a purple option card with memory cost 6 or less from your hand without paying its memory cost. I can't explain how good it feels to draw 2 and then just go laugh at your opponent because I'm plussing, and then it passes to their turn, or we play Jack Raid to gain 1 memory. It sits there, we set up, then we digivolve the following turn into Zwart, then we make the ultimates, and then we'll make lilthmon. Lilthmon draws, activates, brings back Jack Raid, and stuff like that. It's just really nice. Trash the top 3 cards of your deck, then you may play up to 2 black or purple Digimon cards that have a play cost 8 or less from trash without paying its memory cost. When attacking, you may return 1 level 6 card from your Digimon's Digievolution cards to your hand to delete one of your opponent's 12k or less. Again, pretty much to take care of Lord Nightmon. Jack Raid, we already know this. Hell's Gate is in here to be free costed to pop their megas. Again, really scary. Only sucks in security early game. Demonic Devastation is pretty much Night Raid for its security effect, but you may delete one of your opponent's unsuspended. One of your purple Digimon stands up. So really nice. You delete one of your Digimon, unsuspend one of your Plutomons or Lilithmons, because that's the only time you really want to use it. Earthshaker is to help us delete our opponent's 4 and 5, especially when they pass turn because they digivolved into their ultimate, but they have a blocker and an ultimate. Then you just digivolve into Plutomon, blow it up, call it a day. Then you have Deathclaw. You may delete one of your opponent's level 4. Again, that's the goal, is to do that, because what's really nice is Lilithmon can set up getting us any of our options back. Then we have Mega Digimon Fusion. The next time one of your Digimon from a level 6 to a 7 this turn, reduce the cost of the evolution by 6. At the end of the turn, return that Digimon with this effect to the bottom of its owner's deck. Really nice because, again, being able to just go Lilithmon, Digivolve on top of this, or Plutomon for free, Zwart's there, and then we just kind of just combo off from there, get free evolutions, and just do silly things. So next, we do have Matt Ishida to help us gain our memory back and set it back, and then returning one of our purple Digimon or options. Again, really nice to see. Next, here is basically Beelzemon Turbo Omnis. So it's a funny deck. I'm not gonna lie. This deck is going to be surprising if people play it, but I think it can top if the right pilot's piloting. I'm not joking. So we have Ridemyavatar. We don't need, you can play any other rookie Digitama, but I don't think you need more than 4 with this deck. Devimon's Devimon. Impmon's in here to be Beelzemon's Cheat-In. So again, that's what we're trying to do. So on deletion, trash 3 cards. That's about it. Then we do have Tapirmon in here to draw us cards. Then we do have Fake Agumon Expert. So on deletion, you may add a level 3 on deletion effect to its name. We're using Fake Agumon Expert to gain back our Impmon so that we can Digivolve into it and hold it, and then bring it forwards later, and then Digivolve into Beelzemon, popping one of their rookies, and then popping something. I think it's rookies. It's popping, delete a level 4, so you can delete a champion or a rookie, so getting rid of the blocker is super important. Bowmon is blocker, is when one of your opponent's Digimon attacks, you know, what it deals, you get to block, lose 2 memory. Devimon's in here for the retaliation, because retaliation is just so good, boys and girls. I'm not joking. Just being able to swing and kill something off a trade. Again, blocker, when attacking, lose 2 memory. Again, blocker. Chimeramon's in here to slap down, to kill one of our rookies, to help us mill. We're trying to kill with Impmon and then kill one of their ultimates at that cost. Beelzemon is in here for when you have 10 or more cards in your trash, your Impmons can Digivolve into this card from hand with memory cost 4, ignoring its Digievolution requirements. Really nice to be able to ignore its evolution requirements. Then we have one Millenniumon in here for when Digivolving, return one of your opponent's Digimon to the bottom of their deck. That Digimon's Digievolution sources are discarded. When destroyed, again, he comes back, as long as he has a source on it. So if they Hexablow this thing to oblivion, be afraid. Definitely know when to play it. Next, we do play Omnimon Antibody X. So, your Digimon with Omnimon in its name can Digivolve into this card from hand for a memory cost 3, ignoring its card's Digievolution requirements. When attacking, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to this Digimon's DP. Nothing is really up there except for Lord Nightmon when it gets annoying. When your opponent Digimon attacks, you may trash 2 cards from the Digimon's Digievolution cards to end that attack. Again, being able to prevent damage for a turn is really nice. We play Zawart Defeat in this deck because it's a 3-cost evolution, so we can cheat in even further. Because again, Beelzemon, then you Digivolve into this. Now they have delete one of your opponent's Tamers, which is really nice, being able to kill off Yellow's Tamers, Red Tamers, anything like that. Blue Tamers especially. So this attacking Digimon does not battle this security Digimon. This Digimon is played without paying its memory cost, instantly comes in for cheating off a security check, and on deletion, delete one of your opponent's Digimon. Next, we have Night Raid in here for being able to play our Impmon for 2, Digivolve into Beelzemon, pop the rookie, blah, 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 blah. So, or blocker. And then, even still, Night Raid revealed in security is really nice, except if you don't have any rookies in your graveyard. Then we have Deathclaw to kill off blockers, again, to help mill us get to 10, and then we're golden boys. Matt Ishida is if you have 2 or less memory, set your memory to 3, return one of your purple Digimon cards or purple options to your hand. It's just really nice to do so. Then we play the Tai and Matt Ishida. So if your opponent has a 6 or higher, gain instantly 2 memory. So again, it gives us more to work with. Start of your turn, if your Digimon with Omnimon in its name, security +1. Being able to clear out multiple security is really nice. Next, we're going to talk about lilthmon Loop. Again, this is eventual. You guys have been waiting for it. You want to know what it does. So, again, oopsies, Daisy. Let's grab some purple Gitamas real quick. That was silly of me. Again, major silly things that we forget sometimes. There we go. Level sorted. Okay, so again, obviously, we're going to play 4 Demi-Meramons. That's very important. Again, draw 1, discard 1. Then we play 0 Moramon, because if you have 10 or more retaliation, you can play anything in this slot. I like having a retaliation on like my lilthmons or something like that if they're going to try to swing into my stuff. I like to prevent them for a minute, hot minute. So then we have Tapirmon in here for the Tapirmon plays. When deleted, draw a card. Then we have Guzzymon in here to counteract another lilthmon loop deck, just so that if they can't gain their memory from besides Tamers, that's what we want. Next, we have Labramon. So trigger on play, draw a card, and trash 1 card from our hand. Filter just to help us get to the loop combo a lot quicker. Next, we have Guillemon. So if this card was deleted by an effect, gain a memory. Again, trying to get us to our turn. Vilemon is blocker, of course. We have Meramon for the fact is he's a 1-cost evolution to help turbo. Devimon's in here for blockers and turboing. Chimeramon's in here to help pop things, especially its on play is really good. Then we have Lady Deva to trigger the draw 2, then trash 2, and then if we use options, we can start popping rookies. Because Rookie Rush can outpace this deck way too quickly, so you have to make it set up so you can take care of them. Next, we do play our Black War Greymon, Digiburst 3, play a purple level 3, and then once per turn, you can delete one of your other Digimon to unspend this Digimon to get in these multi-attacks that are super important. Next, we do play Lilithmon. So Lilithmon is when Digivolving, if you have 10 or more cards in your trash, return 2 purple option cards from your trash to your hand. Once per turn, if you play an option card, gain 2 memory. Again, Lilithmon is such a big threat, they're afraid of her. They'll kill her first, but be on top of it. Lilithmon combo is literally an all-in type of thing that happens. You build the board up once. They can't take care of it because they can't kill that many ultimates and megas. So they die to that. Then we have Tacticianmon. To activate one of the following, if you have no other Digimon active, activate them all instead. So gain +1 memory. This Digimon gets +2, or delete up to 3 of your opponent's level 3 Digimon. Again, we're going to put this underneath If you're playing against Rookie Rush, Tacticianmon helps deal with the Rookie Rush aspect because he can just take out 3 rookies without even batting an eye. Then here's Omnimon Zerwart. So again, with lilthmon Loop, you'll Digivolve using the spell that lets us cheat in Zerwart for free. Then we would play 2 ultimates from our drop. Then we would we'll swing in with Zerwart. Zerwart's skill brings lilthmon back. We can play it there because again, we're gonna lose it. So again, it's good to just set it back up into another form. Lets us gain our Jack Raids, gain like a bunch of memory, and just do so much in one turn that our opponent just can't answer it. Jack Raid is in here for the reason of the lilthmon Loop. This is Mega Digimon Fusion, just so we have our Omnimon Zerwart. Matt Ishida is in here for if your memory is 2 or less, becomes 3. Return 1 purple option or Digimon card with your trash from your hand. Again, we're just grabbing lilthmons or anything that will help us get to lilthmon. And then finally, the last card is Matt Ishida and Tayami. I'm not going to even try this. Start your turn. If your opponent has a level 6 or higher Digimon in play, gain 2 memory. Your Digimon with Omnimon Instinct gain a security +1. Again, we're just going to be constantly just spamming out Omnimons and just making our opponents sad. Final deck, boys and girls. So this, I bet everybody was wondering, what am I going to do for upgraded DanDevimon? So this is where I'm going for. This is what the steps I'm trying to think. This was probably the right steps to go in for DanDevi, because DanDevi is such a really powerhouse deck. DanDevi definitely has a niche in this format. It just hasn't found it yet. Ridemyavatar is when destroyed, draw 1 card, discard 1 card from your hand. Again, what made this very interesting was this deck didn't really get much shine in set 5 because it came out so late that it didn't have time to be found its existence. So Zeromon is, while this card has 10 or more cards in your trash, this Digimon gains retaliation. Then we have Devimon, just because we need targets. We want enough targets where DanDevi can go off very easily. Again, we play Tapirmon for its on when destroyed or on deletion. Draw a card. Then we have Guillemon for the same reason, when destroyed by a card effect, gain a memory. Then we have Devimon. So if your trash has 7 or more with Devimon in its name, play a DanDevi from trash without paying its memory cost. That gets scary, boys and girls. Again, Devimon is Devimon. Next, we play Vilemon for blocker, and again, blocker. Devimon with Vengeance, retaliation. Again, when it dies, it gains its stuff. Then we have blocker, and it loses 2 memory. You know the drill on it. Nothing too scary, nothing too fancy. Skull Maramon's in here to be turboing. Next, we do have Lady Devas for triggering draw 2 when trashing 2 cards from your hand. When you use an option card, delete one of your opponent's level 3s. Again, we're going to try to control the board. Then we have Black War Greymon, Digiburst 3. Play 1 purple level 3 card from your trash without paying its memory cost. Again, we're going to Digiburst 2, the rookie, and then we're hopefully going to set up, if we had to put Devimon underneath it, now we can set it up in a different spot. When attacking once per turn, delete one of your other unsuspended Digimon. Then we have our good friend DanDevi. So opponent's turn, when your security stack is reduced, trash 1 card from your opponent's security stack. Your opponent trashes 2 cards from their hand. Really nice when he's destroyed, they lose card advantage. Next, we have ChoasGallentmon. When Digivolving, delete one of your other Digimon, delete one of your opponent's level 5 or lower. Once per turn, when your other Digimon is deleted, you may play 1 purple level 3 Digimon card from your trash without paying its memory cost. Digimon played by this effect do not activate their on-play effect. Not bad. Tacticianmon is to help with the Rookie Rush boards. Again, we are deleting their level 3s to keep them at bay. Then we play 1 Magnadramon to recover us 2. This deck does run a little bit slower at times, and being able to recover 2 can buy us the turn we needed. I'm not even joking. Like, this is what we needed. Then we have Zerwart Defeat, because again, if we can get it into security, playing this out for free is ridiculous. 13k, there's too many threats that this deck wants to have. So that's our goal at the end of the day. Then we have Deathclaw. You may delete one of your Digimon, delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. Again, we're trying to delete a blocker to get a DanDevi out at that point. Then we have Matt Ishida for if you have 2 or less, being game 3. Again, guys, let me know how you felt about these decks. I hopefully brought a lot of good insight and hopefully gave you the right steps to step into this deck. And guys, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!